If you are interested in learning how to change your own oil, if you're a little intimidated by it, but you want to learn, you don't want to keep paying to get your oil changed, watch this video and you will learn how to change your own oil. There is a secret piece that you need that I'm going to tell you about. The things that you need to change your own oil are, you need oil. This is the kind that I get for my car, but obviously research, figure out what kind of oil your car is going to need, and also you need to know how much oil your car needs. An oil filter, an engine air filter, and that's different from your cabin air filter. Usually when I change my own oil, I also change my cabin air filter, and we will be doing that too, as well as changing the engine air filter. Jack stands, gloves, a drain container for draining the used oil into, and when this gets full, you can usually take it to a gas station or a Jiffy Lube and ask them if they have a place to dump used oil. Now, the thing that you need, the secret thing that's gonna make oil changes easy, the thing that you absolutely need to buy and install, is called an easy oil drain valve. And it's basically this little valve that you install on your car when you're changing your oil for the first time. And it has an easy on-off shut-off valve, so that when you want to drain your oil, you just flick it and the oil drains out, and when that's done, you just switch it off. It screws into your oil pan, my dad said. The thing about changing your own oil is that it gets easier. The first time you do it, when you install the easy drain valve, is a little bit more work intensive when you're figuring everything out, and it does take a bit of investment at first to buy the jack stands if you don't have them, and the oil drain pan. But after that, once you have those things, then really all you need to get every time you change it is just your oil filter, and your engine air filter, and your cabin air filter. And then you're good to go. This is only gonna be my second time changing my own oil, which is why I have my dad who's gonna help me. So I am still learning, and we're gonna figure this out together. So the first thing you wanna make sure is that your emergency brake is on. All right, we're safe. So we're gonna get my jack, which is right here. So we're gonna get that. Your car should have a jack. So here's mine. There's a spot under your car that indicates where the jack goes. Basically, you put your jack right in the spot between the two notches. Like that, Dad?
Yep, looks like it.
We've got our jack stand under, and now we just lower the car, right?
Yep, lower it up.
I've lowered the car onto the jack stand. Now we can just pull the jack out, and the car is safe on the jack stand. Now we're gonna pop the hood. It's nice to know where your hood button is. Once you pop your hood, then there's this little button, or this little switch that you find, and you push up on the switch, and that allows you to lift your hood. Get your hood. Okay, so we've opened our drain container. We're gonna bring that under the car. We're jacking my car up higher because it was way too low.
Set it back on the jack stand.
Yeah. Before you drain your oil, you wanna take the top off.
Right, so air can go in there as the oil drains out. If you wouldn't unscrew it, maybe all of your oil wouldn't drain out.
So now we're going under the car. Okay.
The tab that's sticking up,
Yeah.
you push it this way
Yeah.
and then push it down.
So here's the switch, the on-off switch. Okay. There's a little pin you take off. All right, tab away.
Swing it towards the exhaust.
Oh, that's so easy.
You got it?
Yeah, why couldn't I figure that out when I was under here? Now we're draining. All right, we're gonna let her drain. Now while we're waiting, we're going to change my cabin air filter. All right, I don't know how similar this is on every car, but for my car, you just need a Phillips and you unscrew the screw right here. And then that comes out. And then you can just pull this out. Okay. Cabin air filter. It's right in here. We got old and new.
Right.
There we go.
Nice.
So you want it down, the airflow arrow facing down?
Yeah.
We're gonna put the new one in. Just slide it on in. Okay. And we're gonna put this guy back on. There. While we're waiting, we're also going to fill up my washer fluid. It's really easy to do that. You just come under here and you find your washer fluid only. Oh, there it is. You can see it, so that's how you know. All right, we're gonna close it. We're gonna pop the engine air filter into our car, which is right here. Pull the old one out. It honestly doesn't even look very dirty.
No, I wouldn't change it.
Really? Dad says this is not dirty enough to change, so we'll stick it back in. How dirty does it need to be?
Dirtier than that.
All right, but when it is dirty, I have a backup right here. The oil is done draining now, so I'm gonna go back under the car. I'm gonna shut the easy oil drain valve. I'm gonna move my drain container to under the oil filter and unscrew the oil filter and let that drain. As we can see, the oil is all done draining. Bring it back, turn it off. So let's get actually a good shot of how to open it, since I couldn't really figure that out. But basically you push it away from you and then down. That's how you open it. So to close it, you just push it back up. And then you take the little piece, I don't know what that's called, and you just click it back on. We're gonna move the tank. Ugh. Whoa. All right, now the tank is underneath the oil filter. I'll show you. There's my oil filter right there. So now, Dad, I just unscrew it. All right, I'm unscrewing it. Oh God.
Just let it drain like that for a little while.
That's why you want to wear gloves. Can I unscrew the rest of it?
Yeah, yeah, you can keep unscrewing it now. It has pressure built up in there. I think that's why that happens. So when you unscrew,
Whoa.
Don't try. Yeah, do that. No, turn it over.
Oh God.
There you go. I'll help you out here. And I got it. You can cut.
Well, I gotta stay under here to put the new one on.
All right, that's all.
That's where the oil filter gets screwed in.
Your new filter. Stick your finger in there.
He's basically putting oil around the new filter seal.
That's right, the O-ring.
And why do you want to do that?
It makes a better seal.
It makes a better seal. That's why you want to do that. It could leak if you don't. Is it okay if my glove is disgusting?
Well.
All right.
A little bit.
And how tight do I screw it?
Finger tight.
Finger tight. All right, that's pretty tight. My car needs 4.4 quarts of oil. We've got our funnel. We're gonna set that right on top. New oil. Ooh, golden, clean oil going in the car.
Yeah, looks nice.
Yeah.
Oops, I got my fingers out now.
He's an amateur camera guy. I'm gonna be pouring
Slightly
a little less than 3.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. So like a little bit before the 2. We closed the valve. I got the jack stand out. Now we're just lowering the jack, lowering the car. My dad has abandoned me. Yep. Cool. This that just goes like that. Yeah, done. Hopefully that shows you that changing your oil isn't that scary. It does take a little getting used to, figuring out how that easy valve works. It actually is pretty easy once you buy yourself all the tools that you need. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you're gonna change your oil, or just subscribe anyway.
And don't forget, it always helps if you have a nice, friendly dad.